minutes, it will begin the total solar eclipse, and I felt really called to do a little bit of a spiritual reading for you. And I only have one deck with me, so this reading is going to be based around this. So I'm going to provide 3 images for you. Tune in and see which image first calls to you. Got it? Go to gut. So, 1, 2, 3. Group 1. Let's pull a card for you and see the spiritual message that arises with it. Freedom. This is probably my favorite card within this deck. There is a deep liberation that is occurring within your spirit and soul. Within your entirety of existence, you are not only remembering who you are and awakening and activating the codes of authenticity and liberation. This is a time of abundance and renewal and rejuvenation. This is a time where magic is on your side and the will of your purpose, the will of your word, the will of your word, that is like the highlight for you for this next moon cycle is the will of your word. If you speak it, it will come true. And I know that can sound a little woo-woo at times, but this card, I've had this deck for over a decade, and it always aligns with this, always. So trust in your spirituality, trust in your word, trust in your magic. And this card also symbolizes movement and taking the leap of faith, spending more time in nature, spending more time on little random side quests of travel, spending more time releasing and shedding any baggage that is holding you down, whether it be people, items, habits, but especially like clutter, because I feel like you have clutter, you have these things that you don't need, or maybe it's too many clothes, which is crazy for me to say, but it's true, and it's weighing you down, because you are going to move in the next 3 months or the next year. I see you moving within the next 3 months or the next year. It all depends on your alignment and your action, and it is removing the conditions and the programs from society that say, oh, well, you're supposed to have this, and that in order to move, because don't ever take directions from somebody that has never been where you are going or where you have been, okay? Truly. So, I got a little distracted because my son came out here, he saw a giant dead ant, and it was very exciting. So, take the leap of faith where you are living right now. It is not nourishing your soul, it's not nourishing your growth. I see this sense of like feeling a little trapped, feeling a little stuck. It is time to move, it is time to feel and be and live the life of your dreams. So that card confirms it, truly. So now we will go to group 2. I'm going to pull a card for you, group 2. Hello, take a deep breath. Okay, a card fell out, and it is the nature card. Mother Nature, Gaia, Pachamama, the Emerald Abyss is calling out to you. You have been feeling stagnant and stuck and just a little bit of like a heaviness, like not depression, perhaps depression, but just this heaviness around you. And nature is calling out to you. Sometimes it is as simple as shifting your environment and spending time in nature, spending time barefoot in nature, laying next to a creek naked, sitting under a tree, talking to a tree, whatever problems are on your mind, on your heart, on your shoulders. Speak it to the natural world, because the nature spirits, Gaia, Mother Nature, she's never going to feel that your burdens or your hardships are heavy. She's going to hold it, and she's going to hold space for you, and she's going to nurture you. And that is the reset that your energy needs. You simply just need to spend more time in nature. But also, while you're in nature, allowing your imagination to truly unfold, allowing yourself to communicate with the nature spirits, the fairies, the dryads, to see the spiritual messages of the birds, of the butterflies, of the bees, of the beetles. There is a hawk crying right now. I don't know if you can hear it because there's also an airplane going by, and that might be overriding it, but the hawk, she's right above me. This hawk, that is confirmation to speak to the birds, to speak to nature, to allow the message. And if you've been feeling a stagnation, this blockage between you and source, ask the birds to be messengers, because they are messengers between the higher realms and the lower earthly realms that we exist upon, and trusting that although spirit and nature and this whole realm that we coexist within doesn't speak English or Spanish or Arabic or whatever language is natural to you, it understands energy, and it understands the consciousness of your words. So if you're like, feels ridiculous speaking to this hawk, trust that it hears you, and it will bring that message to Great Spirit, to Source, to Spirit, whoever you align with, God, Goddess. So that is your message. Group number 3. Here we are. I'm going to pull a card for you. Spiritual growth. This is a very, very, very beautiful card. And this card usually comes up with individuals that are here to embody their gifts. And with this embodiment is healing wounds that society has placed upon you. Perhaps you are incredibly gifted psychic or tarot reader or clairvoyant or oracle reader or energy healer, or perhaps you work with tinctures and natural medicine, or you're a masseuse, anything within the spiritual healing realms. I am feeling and hearing you have a little bit of wounds within, like money blockages, because there is this illusion that our gifts should just be given for free, and at times, of course, yes. I give my friends free readings. If I see something and I feel called, I will give that energy for free, but at the same time, you must know your worth, and you must understand that energy is a currency, so what you give, you can also receive, because I feel that you have true medicine, true spiritual gifts that deserve financial abundance, financial prosperity in return for what you give. And the only blockage is you, and it's your beliefs, so you have to unlearn in order to relearn. And also, there are spiritual individuals within the spiritual community that feel you should never take money for your gifts. And this is time to release what other people feel and think, and listen to your own heart and soul, because it takes time, it takes energy, it takes dedication to first know your gifts, be rooted in them, but also to give them. Because I feel that you're here to intertwine your spiritual gifts with your dharma, with your career, with your soul purpose. So this is your confirmation. And the only blockage is you, it's your mind. So once you get out of that mind state, you will be set free. And I see you working in the spiritual, in the physical realms of existence, in the spiritual, I guess they cross-correlate, but less online, more in person, because I feel this aching within the collective of a yearning to return to physical community and physical spaces for healing, for spirituality, for growth. So this could be your sign to host that retreat, host that women's circle, apply to your local metaphysical store, create a cute little, there's an ant on me, and it's like going near my private areas. To create like little cards for yourself or a little poster and put it up at your local library, your local health food store, and just put the word out there for your spiritual gifts within the physical realms of existence, because I feel that you've tried the online world and you may have had some success with it, but a lot of stagnation, and it's because you were meant to be within the physical realms of existence. And the more that you act upon your gifts, the more that you trust in your gifts, and the more that you allow yourself to walk the pathway of the priestess, of the healer, of the priest, of the spiritual master. Mastery is not perfection, by the way. The more you will grow, the more you will embody it, and it will just weave beautifully within all realms of your life. So that is it. That is your tiny little beautiful eclipse reading. And there are so many different perspectives and myths and legends and spiritual truths in regards to eclipses and to harness their energy. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of fear-mongering, there's a lot of truth at the same time with those who don't work with this energy, but there's also a lot of beauty and liberation and magic for those that do work with this energy. And I noticed that within the last 15 years, sometimes I work with it, sometimes I don't. So listen within, don't listen to an external source. You can hear me say, work with this eclipse energy. It will bring beautiful transformation, rapid transformation. It will turn your world around in the most beautiful, magnetic way. Or I can tell you, go within. Don't connect with this. It is a time of going within and cocooning. Either of those are correct. It's all about your energetic response to which one aligns with you more. Because the last few eclipses I didn't personally work with. This one, I feel it. I feel it, baby. I feel it. And its energy is aligned with me, so I'm going to act upon it. And yeah, and same with the Lionsgate. There's a lot of individuals that believe and resonate and align with the Lionsgate portal. I've aligned with it for the last 17 years, truly. But I also know that it's somewhat of a New Age concept, but it also has ties with ancient Egypt. But I also understand the numerology impact of it. I'm also a numerologist. Numerology is older than astrology, at least in written history. So it's all about energy. It's the enigma, right? Is that what it is? Egregore. Enigma. Enigma is more of like eccentric, whimsical, but anyway, it is an egregore of existence, because the power of belief, the power of the mind, especially within the conscious collective, it manifests it into existence. So if that is an energy that you want to align with, today is the final day of the Lionsgate portal. But it also could be to you just 8/12, the day where there's always a meteor shower. It's my father's birthday. It's also the day that I tried to commit suicide, and when I was a teenager, and an angel, or my future self, or something, called 911 when I was home alone and saved my life, and my entire life shifted after that. So today is a very powerful and magical day for me. It's a very shape-shifting, transformative day for me. So that's my own experience, right? We all live our sovereign individual lives. Yes, we are a collected community of this streaming of consciousness all coming from source, and we are all human. Perhaps, maybe you're not. Maybe you're an alien pretending to be a human, but I'm not. I am an earth angel. I am a human being. But truly, like, really listen within. I've had several people reach out, like, what am I supposed to do with this energy? Listen to your intuition as a spiritual guide, as a psychic, as a mystic, as a priestess, as a woman. It is my duty to guide you, to listen within, to listen here. Your third eye, your heart, your crown, your energy, your auric field. That is your compass, because at the end of the day, you know what is best for you. Especially when we trust in our intuition more, it's just easy. I'm aligned with this energy, or I'm not aligned with it. The more that we act upon it, the more that we trust. So that is my message for you. I am feeling this sun. It feels so beautiful, and I'm so ready for my life to transform in the most beautiful, abundant, magnetic, magical, powerful sense. And that is the cause, that is the energy. But I want this transformation to be with grace and ease, but freedom and adventure and change and travel and move. My soul is ready to go home. It's ready to go home. This isn't my home. But while I'm here, I'm shifting my perspective. And I feel honored. I feel honored that I get to be here. Because this world, this earth is beautiful. So thank you for being you. Subscribe, share with a friend, all that stuff that they say, right? Yeah. And be creative. Like I made this. Made this vest out of an old jacket. And I've wanted this exact vest for a long time, and I've thrifted like fake versions. But I found this jacket last year on the side of the road for free, and it went down to here, and I'm really tall. I'm like 5'10". I'm like a centimeter from being 5'10", so I'm 5'10", and so the sleeves only went to here, and it just sat awkwardly. And I've had this vision in my mind of transforming it into a vest for months. And today I did it. So can we just take a moment to admire it in my mama's belly? Okay, I'm not pregnant, but it was. And bodies shift and they change, and that's life. Literally, that is life, that is giving life. So anyway, I sometimes ramble. Have a beautiful day, filled with magic and play. If you align with this eclipse, if you align with the meteors, or if you align with the Lion's Gate, or everything in between, or all of it, may it be so divinely driven. Like, may you get everything you want and need and more.